Well, hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to those in the United States. My name is Becky Raney, and my husband is Larry. And today we are going to talk about Father's Day and all the different beautiful things we could do with essential oils for men in our lives. And so buckle down. I've got some amazing screenshots that you're going to want to take. So let's take it on here. Okay, so before we get started, I thought I would share a little bit about me and my husband. We've been married more than 33 years. I got to change that screenshot. We got married in 1989, so I think we're jumping up onto 35 years. And it's been an incredible journey. We don't have children. We had a business. Our business was our child. I think I had 72 employees 1 year at one time working on big projects, and it just was way a lot of hand holding and children running around things. I loved my employees. I shouldn't talk like that, but it was a lot of work. But because of all that work, I had major food allergies, and I didn't know it. Going to doctors and doctors, trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And I became very emotionally distraught and was not sleeping at night and really feeling hopeless with my health. And eventually, one doctor sent me to a psychologist and said that I was making it up. And I don't know if you have a story like that, but our medical system, boy, they really want to help, but I think that they're held back a little bit with some of the things that they can really do. And that's what we're here for. We sold our print shop after 28 years in business because our belief in these beautiful oils and what they helped with me. Today, we're going to focus on Father's Day. And Father's Day is just around the corner. And we've got some fun recipes and great things that you can do for your dad and or your husband. Sometimes we have little ones that we like to help honor them with fatherhood. And, fatherhood, just like motherhood, it's just an incredible thing. Like the more, I think here in the United States, there's been this crazy thing going on that fatherhood has kind of fallen off on the wayside. And I think it's coming back, meaning many different parts of the United States, some of these men are, they're too young to have children really, and they're not mature enough. Um, and so they're starting to see another resurgence of growing families and fatherhood and what the responsibilities are of fatherhood. And it really is heartwarming to see being able to have dads actually push the buggy carriage down the walkway, going for a walk with a baby and actually changing diapers and being more involved with taking care of the little ones, as well as showing them how to ride bikes and play baseball or soccer or whatever. And it just grows into manhood and being able to have that connection is there's nothing more like it. It's just incredible to teach this young one how to be a dad when they grow up too. So it's all about health. I mean, you can't do these wonderful things if your health is not its best. And that's what doTERRA is all about, is living a wellness lifestyle. And if we were to look at each of these categories, such as nutrition and digestion down here at the bottom, like how is your gut? Like, do you have heartburn all the time? Are you dealing with all these different wellness concerns that perhaps you want to take a deeper look at? And how is your exercise? Are you overweight, or what are the different things that you're dealing with your health? And if you were to rate yourself with each of these categories in this little box, one being horrible, you could do way better, and 10 being you're perfect, which nobody should be a 10 there, I don't think. I think sometimes I feel like I'm doing really good, and then I have, a week where I have less energy. Our body's always evolving and changing, and being able to give it its best self with these essential oils is what our goal is, and to envision our foundational wellness to be able to live our best life. So let's just jump in and talk about what is an essential oil. Essential oils are natural aromatic compounds found in plants. You can get them from all different parts of the plant, such as the roots, the flowers, the leaves, the barks, the um, the flowers. Did I say the flowers? Yeah. There's so many different things that we can extract the essential oil from. And some different kinds of extractions are cold press extraction, like the lemon essential oil. We cold press extract the rind of the fruit. And like this peppermint leaf picture here that you're seeing, we would steam distill it. And that way we're separating the essential oil sac off the leaf and collecting it and putting it into a bottle. What's really beautiful about these essential oils is that they're safe without any side effects. You can't be allergic to them because there's no protein in them, right? So we usually have allergic reactions because of the protein. So let's take a deep dive look at why these essential oils are so powerful for a natural approach to our wellness concerns. When we look at the modern approach, it's designed to go after the symptom. Man produces it, right? It may address the symptom temporarily, or you have to remain using the product to keep on top of the symptom, but rarely does it go after the root cause. Where the natural approach, it goes after the root cause. So we like to ask questions such as, well, how long have you been dealing with this problem? Well, what else are you dealing with besides, so if somebody may have like sinus pressure or something like that, you can ask many other questions to be able to find the root cause, and we go after that to minimize the symptom in the first place. So the modern man approach again, is made from isolated synthetic agents. And there are many side effects. Like here in the United States, they have commercials on TV about different medications, and the side effects, they have to list them on the commercial. A lot of them include death. It's crazy, you know. It's like I don't know why anybody would take them, but we're so conditioned that the modern man, this approach is the best way. It is a 7.8 trillion. I mean, I think billions and trillions of dollars are spent on global healthcare. I don't think you can really tap in what this dollar amount is. But are we any healthier? Why in India do 1 in 3 people have diabetes or heart disease? Why is that? Here in the United States, we're supposed to be the king of medical care, right? And we're number 38 or something on the list of developing nations, right? And so it's really incredible to think how it's really a crime. I hate to say it on a recording, but it really is. It's crazy. So let's go ahead and do look at why these oils are so powerful and effective. Essential oils are so pure and they're so fine that they can penetrate the cell wall. The essential oils pass through that cell membrane where our DNA structure is. And if you study the structure of the cell, that is really an incredible thing. Many medications cannot. They contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile abilities to combat those threats without building a resistance. And that is really important to know too, because sometimes when you're taking modern medicines, you take this medication and then you have this side effect or something, and then maybe it's not working anymore. So they add up more medications, and pretty soon you're taking all these different medications, right? The essential oils are supercharged. They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. And I really want to enforce that, really put an emphasis on that because a lot of people, India is so smart when it comes to herbs, right? And when you take 1 drop of peppermint oil, this equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. That is really incredible. So when you think about and comparing these to herbs, you're getting the same benefits of the herbs, a lot more potency. It goes a lot further. Now, I'm going to just do a little bit of a talk about essential oils, and we have like, gosh, over 200 essential oils. I haven't kept track of how many we have in India. Maybe it's around 90. And this is the top 10 most popular essential oils that we have. And so when you look at many of them have many different benefits, right? So like for example, oregano is really powerful for a germ buster and immune support. You can also use it in your cooking, and it's a really powerful antioxidant. So when you look and study what a single essential oil can provide, there's many different benefits, and some of them may overlap to what another essential oil can provide, but sometimes our bodies like my body, of course, is different than my husband's, right? And I have a different history, different sensitivities and whatnot. And so maybe I might reach more for a tea tree oil for the same health benefit or health concern, and my husband may reach for an oregano. Now, how do you know which one's going to work? Well, just like anything, you want to give it a try. And if it doesn't work, then give another oil a try. I actually think that all the oils work in many different ways, so you can't lose in that respect. So tea tree oil is really good again for germ busting. On Guard is actually it's a blend of single oils. This is a doTERRA blend that has like clove oil in it and cinnamon oil and wild orange. This oil was really popular during the pandemic. So if that gives you any idea or indication, this oil you should be taking every day. And put a drop under your tongue. I love to have a drop in my coffee every morning, and it's just really incredible. We also have a beautiful oil called frankincense, and frankincense was gifted to the Christ child when he was born. And I always like to share that because it has been around for 2,000 years. I mean, this has been an oil that's been around forever. So we're going back to what's worked, right? What's been incredible. Now, today we focused on the lemon oil in my Name That Oil series. And lemon oil, we talked about many different health benefits, but here on this screenshot, just for simplicity, we're talking about drinking it in your water for detoxing and cleansing. It's also huge for moon boosting. I love it in my diffuser. So this oil is really great that way. Lavender essential oil. Oh my gosh, if you don't have lavender in your home, you have to have it. Lavender has over 200 benefits. It's the Swiss Army knife of so many different things it can do. It can help with like if you have a burn or skin blemishes or stress. It can help with seasonal threats. If you have a stuffy nose, you can just rub it on the bridge of your nose like that. Whew, just incredible. This is a beautiful smelling oil. I like to spray it on my pillow before I go to sleep at night. And we have it in my kitchen in case I have a cooking accident and get too hot of food on my skin. So energy focus and cooling is the peppermint oil. We source peppermint in India. So this is a one that you should be really proud of. It actually is the number one selling oil in India. It actually will lower your body temperature down about 2 degrees. So if you have a little one that's dealing with a a flu and their temperature is too hot, you can use this oil for that. It's good for tension, it's good for uplifting, focus, so many different things. Breathe oil is another blended oil in India. That doTERRA provides. And this is really good for respiratory support, all things respiratory. So I know when I got off the plane in Delhi one time, my eyes started burning. Oh my gosh, sometimes the pollution is so strong. And if you guys don't notice that, you're used to it, right? And all the more reason you want to be using the breathe oil, help cleansing those lungs and getting more oxygenation happening. So important. Now, digestion is another blend. It has peppermint, caraway, ginger, fennel. This blended oil is the reason why I started doTERRA. This oil, oh, it changed my life and it makes me emotional when I think about it because, wow. So if you have anything to deal with gut sensitivity or gut issues, this is a must-have. And I'm going to tell you, everybody does. We need to be focusing on our stomach. It is the gateway to all of our health. Our stomach, if it's not operating its functionality, you're not able to get the nutrients to the rest of your body. So make sure you're always working and focusing on your gut. And then here's a really big favorite oil, the deep blue oil. It's a blend and it's really great for exercising, helping those sore muscles. I love it for my shoulders because I sit on the computer day in and day out, and it always helps with that. It helps with the sensitivity of my headaches, my eyes. Sometimes my eyes get strained looking at the computer and so on. So this oil, I love the smell of it. It's incredible. So this is just I can go on and on and on. We have classes that talk about just five of these oils, right? So I wanted to give you a breadth of what these oils are and how so many different things can be there. So I can spend the rest of the class talking and focusing on our guys, okay? And so oh yeah, I got this slide. I got two more slides here. How do we use the oils? You can use them three ways. Of course, you can do it aromatically. And I got a diffuser running over here where a diffuser is a machine where you can put the oils in it and it just poofs the oil out into the air and we can breathe that in throughout the day. So if you are studying, have it in your office, in your living room when you're trying to sleep at night, in the bedroom, it's just a beautiful way and a most simple way, really, to use the essential oils. You can also use it topically. Topically, applying it to the bottom of your feet or to the specific area, such as digestion. I would rub that on my stomach. If I have a sore muscle up here, I'd put the deep blue on that. So you could apply it to different areas. But believe it or not, on the bottom of your feet, they say it's where the largest pores are. It's where we have all this reflexology where all the nerves go to your bottom of your feet too. So when the essential oils are touching that, it's going to go throughout your whole body. Also, you can take them internally. And I have to really emphasize doTERRA only. doTERRA is certified pure, tested grade oils. You can Google, is it safe to take essential oils internally? And you're going to see a lot of stuff out there that says no. Well, my gosh, you can eat peppermint leaves, right? And so doTERRA really focused on testing all of our oils to ensure that there's no harmful fillers and contaminants in our oils. And there's different oils that are graded to take internally. So you want to be mindful which ones are that way. And you can drink them in a glass of water like the picture. You can take them in a gel capsule. You can drop it on the bottom of your tongue or on the roof of your mouth. Um, so I basically like to say in you, on you, and around you is the best way to use the oils. There are many ways that the oils can support you in your life, and you can introduce them in so many ways, you guys. Pest control, cleaning your house, cooking. Yes, you can cook with the oils, which is, I have a whole class on how to cook with essential oils. So there's so many fun ways that using these oils, which also enhance your health. If you're spraying pests or having ants or cockroaches in your house, if you're using chemicals to get rid of them, you're causing harm to your body. So reach for looking for recipes to use essential oils in all things in your life, okay? That will reduce the cost of other things. So if you're buying chemicals, if you're buying cleaners to clean your kitchen and your floors, you guys stop that and use the oils. It's the best way to do that. Many people ask me, oh, how much are the oils? Well, you can't compare because you're also buying cleaning products and flavorings and this different stuff. If you didn't have to buy that, think on how much money you're saving. Okay, so here are some common health issues. I thought this picture of this disgusting guy was typical of an American. I shouldn't say that, but oh my gosh, this is just disgusting. And we want to change our habits, change our health by using these essential oils on a daily basis. So heart disease, prostate cancer, diabetes. I think that they all go hand in hand, like with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I think this list can be 100 things on here, right? That there are so many health issues. And even like sleep apnea, when people snore, when men snore really bad at night and stuff, that causes heart disease. They're all interconnected. So I always like to go back and look at the gut and work on.
Hi.
Hi. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, Susanna, you scared
I'm
me.
so
Uh, Um, so you always want to go through and look at different ways that things, the root cause of what's happening to a lot of these health issues. Okay. All right. So you want to, here's some recipes that I have, and we've been sharing with these a lot of times, and to support your metabolic health and healthy blood vessel function. Now, think about this, you guys. One of the really difficult things about talking about health concerns is that we have to be compliant. And so when you see things like metabolic health, well, what is that? Well, think about that. What would somebody be doing when they're having metabolic health issues and healthy blood vessel function? So this is a really powerful rollerball recipe you can make by taking, you can do 3 drops of each. Actually, I like to do a 10 ml roller bottle and total about 30 drops in here for a man. Like if it's going to be a man, um, you want to do about 30 drops to the recipe and the rest of it with fractionated coconut oil. So do 10 drops of each, right? And that would be a total of 30. Now, to support more in this, then we want to go through and add the E omegas, which is the really incredible um, fish oil that we have that's sourced, and it is so pure, and we infused it with wild orange. You can actually take this fish oil and bite the capsule into your mouth and burst open the gel capsule, and it tastes good. It is infused with wild orange so that it actually can penetrate the cell wall and bring those nutrients to our health. And this, you guys, is an incredible thing for all of this stuff right here, okay? Zendocrine is something else you want to add. I drink this daily. Actually, here in the United States, we call it Revitozen. It's a newer blend that they came out with, and it's incredible for helping detox the body and all those things. Also, with the E omegas, you want to consider the VMG, which is the vitamins, minerals, and greens, and the E omega together. This is a powerful foundational wellness. Oh my gosh. It's going to give you the maximum nutrition for energy. It's going to help you with focus and help you with well-being. It really is a power pack of goodness. And this VMG blend in India is even better than the one we have in the United States. This actually is being manufactured in India. Both of these products are, which is incredible, you guys. This is something that you can brag about. And we have spirulina, so many ingredients in this VMG. And it is a non-negotiable. Everybody, especially the man of the house who needs to be out working and taking care of the family, starting with the foundational wellness is just really important. Okay, now here's another recipe. This is going to help maintain healthy insulin function. Okay, so what could that be, right? When we're talking about carbohydrate metabolism. So this is a recipe that I share in India when we first got started. It's a rollerball recipe again, and adding these drops in there. Now you can replace cassia with cinnamon. You can do serenity can replace that with lavender or balance. So you can mix the oils up a little bit, but 30 out of 40 men who are dealing with high sugar, uh, I'll just say it, diabetes, this is a really powerful product to be using and really is very working very well. Now, what else can you use with this product? We love the MetaPower. MetaPower stands for Metabolic Personal Wellness Realized. And we have a system. We have an essential oil, which is a grapefruit, lemon, wild orange, ginger, and cinnamon. And I love drinking that in my water every day. You guys, if somebody in your family has diabetes, that will be something that's really important to have them take every day, all day long. Now, to make sure that they're getting that, we also conveniently put the MetaPower oil into the MetaPower soft gels. I mean, this soft gels is just a convenient way to get the oil in your body. There are 90 soft gels in this packet, so you can take one morning, noon, and night, or 3 at all one time, or whatever works best. It's probably best to stretch it out. One of the things to keep in mind is our essential oils work for about 2 to 5 hours, depending on the body. And so a little bit every throughout the day is better than a whole bunch at one time, right? Now, the Metabolic Assist is a product that is a powder form that is designed to help change the structure of the carbohydrates in our body from a short chain, which metabolizes very quickly, to a longer chain, which takes a longer time to I can't say that. The word when you start to talk about metapowered versus metabolic, it changes when you say it I can't even say it now. Anyway, so this is something you're going to want to take when you eat a meal with heavy carbs. Now, you guys, in India, you guys take a lot of rice with every meal. Rice is horrible for our metabolic process. So you want to be able to be mindful to lessen your carb intake and take this 30 minutes before you eat your meal if it has lots of rice or carbohydrates in it. So this is a really powerful product. So this again is the assist. When you see the assist on it, that's assisting your body in changing those carbs. This one here is going, these two here are the same, just different delivery systems. Okay. Now, Deep Blue is my favorite product. I tell you, I put some on my neck last night before I went to sleep, and it really helps me sleep. It's not only just for strenuous workouts, which men love to go working out and build up those muscles, right? And it's really good for, I love to put this on the bottom of my feet before I go for my walks every day. Really powerful. It's good for a massage to rub it in. I love to do it for even when I have heartburn or having that kind of issues happening. If you rub it on the middle of your back, sometimes there's a lot of pressure that's happening inside there, and that really helps release that. And it really helps me with heartburn too. Okay, so here's some tips on a successful ride. So if you're doing a bike ride or your guy likes to go bike riding, you want to do 1 to 2 drops of grapefruit in your non-plastic drinking bottle. So he's got, looks like a plastic bottle here, so it's not a good picture. But when you're going out for a bike ride, what a better way to be able to help energize your body with grapefruit. You can apply Melaleuca essential oil for its immune boosting function. Now, I would like to apply that to maybe my hands. They tend to get sweaty, or even in the bottom of my feet and the shoes. So to help with the sweat. You can use Deep Blue for the sore muscles. You can apply peppermint and frankincense to the neck to stay alert. Terra Shield for bug repellent, and cedarwood to promote clear breathing. I don't know why we have cedarwood here. I think breathe would be a good one to have, but um, anyway, that's some tips for riding bikes. Do anybody here ride bikes? Put a yes in the chat if you do. Now, prostate health. I actually get this question often, and this is something where maybe men are a little bit shy to ask, but prostate health is so important. You can take this blend. What I like to do is actually put it in its own dropper bottle and make it so that you can just add these drops. But you can make a roller bottle and use it topically, or you can actually even do the frankincense internally and so forth. So this is actually 5 parts, not drops. I apologize. So if you're going to do a roller bottle, again, you want to be able to do about 30 drops as your total to a roller bottle to the rest fractionated coconut oil. Now, another ED is another issue, as well as I know a lot of women talk to me about not able to get pregnant. And there's a lot of issues that go on with our toxicity world, right? And so these oils can be used for so many different things with that. These are testimonies that we get out of the uh, Essentials of the Earth app, where there's testimonies on here where many men have luck supporting the body with using the VMG and the E Omega, so the foundational wellness products. And when you're doing that consistently, you're actually giving your body the nutrients it needs to start performing well, right? Hormonal balance also is very important with clary sage. And I don't think clary sage is in India, so I use clary calm is an oil that is in there. And sandalwood and lang-a-lang. Um, Also circulation improvement. Oh, I have a typo here. Try coriander and cypress. Cypress is a beautiful oil for circulation, you guys. You can even put it on your ankles. to prevent swelling of the ankles and so on. Now, a lot of times, ED can come from stress and anxiety. And if you find that your man or you yourself are using or having a lot of stress in your life, which just getting in a car and driving around India can cause that. um, Basil oil is a beautiful oil. That's actually becoming one of my favorites, believe it or not. And lavender and ylang ylang. These oils are really powerful for helping relieve stress and anxiety. We also have other oils like adaptive. That should be a non-negotiable, using that every day. Balance oil, I liked it when I get out of the shower. I like to rub that on my heart. It's another beautiful oil for that. Now, here's a homemade hair thickener. I do get that question often. Um, and so you can make your own little potion. You can make this into a spray bottle or a dropper bottle. I think when we're using like jojoba oil or grapeseed oil, it thickens it up and it keeps it from flashing off. So maybe you will do this as a dropper bottle. And do cedarwood, rosemary, and sage. And I've also had people talking about peppermint is a powerful oil to put with that. So if you tend to feel like you're tired throughout the day quite a bit and stuff like that, then also adding peppermint is a nice way. Now, to do this, you're going to rub it in your hair and let it sit there for about 20 minutes and then wash it out. Some people will actually put like a shower cap on before you go to bed and just rub that in. So, a nice recipe. Now, here's a toilet bomb recipe. Um, there's also toilet sprays. We call them number 2 sprays. You can actually make a spray bottle with water in it and add your favorite essential oil and spray it on the water of the toilet before you're doing your business. And that will actually help prevent the smell from really stinking up the room. But a toilet balm is another way to clean the toilet. Having these little balms sitting there in the bathroom, and maybe the husband from time to time can drop one of these in the toilet and swish it around a little bit. So this is a fun recipe to have too. Now here's some oils. We talked about stress just a little bit ago, and I love this picture. Um, it is often seen in India. Now, this would be illegal in the United States. I don't think you can have 5 people on a motorcycle. I don't know how you guys do it. It's pretty incredible. But having the stress, digestion is also something. Do you ever hear about your stomach being upset and you don't know why? It's probably because you've been stressed out a little bit and your stomach is talking to you. So now, men tend to not talk about their emotions. Yeah, men seems to like man up or get over it or don't cry. Men don't cry. This is something that's got to change a little bit. It's really important that we process our emotions and that we pay attention to them because if we don't, it builds up our body. Disease, the breakdown of that word is dis-ease. And so when you're thinking about that issue of like having a stomach ache, it could be that we're really upset and our stomach is having a hard time processing it, right? And so, working on the root cause, the stomach, and working on the emotion aspect of it is so important. It is really important to uh, be mindful if you're man, if you notice that you're a man or that you are a man that is not sharing your emotions. It could be hard. It's very much something that in our cultures that there's myths and expectations that are harmful, really stigmas. And so you really want to pay attention to that and work on that. These oils are a quiet, beautiful way to do that. So get your oils out, get the adaptive out, and be mindful to that. There's this beautiful app. I typed in the link up there, the QR code where you can download the app. There is a cost to this. It's not a doTERRA app, but it's a doTERRA person, a group of people who actually put this app together. I know Pete talks about the book. He has the book for sale. So if you want the hard copy book, reach out to Pete. Um, I use this app all the time when I'm around friends or something and somebody says, "Oh, I have a headache." Well, go to the body actual thing and it will give suggestions of what the emotion is behind the headache, or maybe a sore arm or something, then you can actually process that emotion by using the different essential oil recommendations that are there. So sometimes this really helps us really get to understand and know the body a lot more. Now, another beautiful way, like I said earlier, is to diffuse essential oils. Now, here's some fun man cave diffuser blends that I thought would be really great. Um, Tough Guy diffuser blend. So you could take these oils, drop them in the diffuser, and they're just really fun for different things. Now, isn't there a World Cup happening with soccer? Um, or I think you guys call it football. So I don't know if everybody's all excited about that. I know our Canadian neighbors up here across the border are all excited about it, and so on. So game day, get that diffuser out and keep the stress levels of the scores on in your favor. Now, here is a grill game recipe. We love to grill on the recipe. We love to cook on our grill. We have a smoker that we love to work with. And so I don't know, in India, do you guys like to use grills and cook that way? Maybe over an open fire or something like that. But we're going to go through and you can grill and cook so many different things. And so here's a few recipes that I thought you might be interested in. You can make marinades using the essential oils. So here's a wonderful recipe with some marinade using lemon juice, or excuse me, I don't know why that's lemon juice. It should be lemon essential oil, but lemon juice, maybe add a little bit of lemon oil and ginger to it. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. And what you're doing is you're infusing the essential oils into the different vegetables, into the meat or whatnot, and it really adds a huge power pack flavor. I know you like to eat hummus in India, so here's a nice hummus recipe. And people are going to go, what is that hummus? This is incredible. So if you're having a picnic or a bunch of people over, it's a fun little way to talk about the essential oils. Now here's a chicken marinade, and hopefully you can see it. Take a screenshot of this. This is a beautiful recipe. Larry, my husband, uses this recipe often. We can vouch for it. It's a great recipe. Um, so on. And I think lime essential oil, if I recall, is the free oil this month. So if you have a loyalty reward order, you need to get that in before the 15th. I believe it's lime. Tell me if I'm wrong in the chat. I try to keep track of all these different market freebies, and sometimes I get them wrong. We got the citrus barbecue sauce. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful, another recipe for marinating and putting on top of different foods. I actually love this on my vegetables, believe it or not. This is really great to cook with. So I'll leave it there for a minute for you to do a screenshot. Okay, and then here's grilled corn. Corn is another beautiful vegetable, and you can take and grill the corn in, we like to put it in tin foil and rub this butter ingredient over the top of it. And it is just to die for. It's so good. I would even add basil to this one actually. So start experimenting and thinking about the different oils that you can put in there. Now, when you're cooking with essential oils, you want to sometimes just use a toothpick. You guys, some of these oils are so powerful and so strong, but I know you love flavors in India, so maybe it's not a problem. But here, our palates here in the United States are a little bit weaker than yours, I think. Here's a cucumber salad recipe, which is really fun. So maybe with all these recipes I'm sharing with you, put them all together, have a fun family gathering, and make cook with all these. And I would love your feedback and see what kind of party and how everybody responded to the products, to the ingredients that you're making. Now, if you have kids, so really remember we were talking earlier that it's so important to infuse the dad in the kids' lives. Here's a fun thing you can have them do is to make bubbles and blow bubbles. Dad can blow bubbles. Dad can run around blowing bubbles with kids. And this is used with the On Guard essential oil, excuse me, the On Guard hand foaming hand wash. But you can replace that because I know we don't have that in India, but you can replace that with Castile soap, which is something that you can buy in India. I have purchased it on Amazon India and then put On Guard in it. And so it's a foamy soap suds ingredient that has no other chemicals in it. So it's really natural. And the trick here is to add sugar to it and vegetable glycerin. This will make it really thick and sticky so that that way the bubbles will get really big and last a long time. Now they're using a zip tie right here. They took a zip tie um, and made a loop out of it, and that's working. I thought that was really creative. Now you can also create paint and do some painting with essential oils. What a great idea, right? To make your own essential oils with the scent in them. Maybe like the yellow one has lemon in it. Maybe the green one has cilantro in it or something. So get really creative and make the paints, and it's going to be a textural in the suicide center that I work at for emotional support. Essential oils and art therapy is really a powerful way to be able to be expressing yourself. Kids don't know how and have language. They don't have language for things that they're trying to express. So this is a really great way for dad to sit down, paint with their kids, and do that once in a while. So make over your car. So who would like to have one of these cars? I know I would. I think it's a Mustang. But do window cleaners, chrome cleaners, cleaning the interior, instead of those chemicals. Oh my gosh, you guys, use the essential oils, and what a powerful way to add a beautiful smell inside the car. You can even make little car diffusers like with cotton balls. You can just stick on the little vents there, and so a lot of fun ideas for the car. And again, detoxing the home, using the toothpaste. So if you want to get something economical for the dad, buy the toothpaste. That's a non-negotiable too. But again, we were talking about cleaning the car and stuff, so I added this slide to it to do a spray bottle. This is supposed to be a spray bottle, not a pump, and use some On Guard and the Castile soap, and that would be a really great way to do that. Okay, so we're almost done here, you guys. Back in stock, we have the Roots Hair Trio. So here is referencing um, this recipe earlier on is a recipe that I referenced. And so get this. This is a kit that you can purchase in India and wholesale at 66.13 Indian rupees. And it's 15% off. So you're saving 2,700 Indian rupees, you guys. So purchase this kit, get this one while it's in stock. It did fly out off the shelves the last time they introduced it. So this might be a really nice Father's Day gift to purchase, right? Also, 50% off. 50% off, you guys. The Yarrow Palm. Now, this is a great oil for men too, right? Men who, there's a commercial in the United States for men cream and facial products and stuff. Yes, men are very vain. They like to keep track of taking care of themselves. And this Yarrow Palm has so many other benefits just besides the face. So, now be mindful that it does have an expiration date for September. That's why it's 50% off. So get it now, purchase it, and use it for sampling for people and things like that. Now, here is the ways that you can use Yarrow Palm. You can use it as a night repair serum. You can use it for a glow buster, for moisturizer. I like to use it at night because it tends to be a little bit more oily. And when I use it at nighttime, it's amazing. So if you have aging areas like age spots and things like that, then you can always focus on those with this as well. Then we also have 30% off on the Essential Eye Cream. And I never used to buy this, but I buy it now. I learned we had a lady come to one of our classes in India from United States, and she taught about all the essential facial line that we have in India. And this one here is incredible. That little roller bottle on top of it actually is very cooling. I don't know how they do that, but and when you roll that under your eyes and stuff, it really works. So, another beautiful product to purchase this while it's discounted and use it for sampling and so forth. It's really important. Now, here's some benefits again. Um, It's going to help with the saggy, baggy eyes that you have. So you really want to just target it underneath your eyes. Okay, so again, in the beginning of this class, we talked about living a wellness lifestyle. And the wellness lifestyle, we have all these areas that we're targeting. And let's take a gander again. What products that we talk about today that you think you would like to get to help in these different areas to raise us up at least one number, right? And we want to see what your health priorities are and help you take a look at what's going to be important in your life. I want to know how long you've been dealing with those health issues. Sometimes we don't even keep track, like a year after year it goes by, and we're like, oh my gosh, I've had these skin issues for 10 years. And how long does it cost? How much does it cost you over time dealing with those issues, like diabetes or different health concerns? Let's take a look and really get you started today and work on those root causes. How to get started, I want you to reach out to the person who invited you today, and you can get a wholesale membership at 25% below retail. This is huge. Membership is free, so why wouldn't you do that, right? And purchase that hair kit. Why not? Um, you can also take advantage of a program called the Loyalty Rewards Program, and we call it Rewards Program. And this will add points to your back office where you can get free product. And you can also become a doTERRA Wellness Advocate, getting all those same benefits, 25% below retail, and enjoy the loyalty reward benefits as well. And get an income, right? So that's what we're all about, earning a side income and taking advantage of all those things. Let me just explain a little bit more about the Loyalty Reward Program. The Loyalty Reward Program is powerful. It's a non-negotiable in my mind. Like we talked about so many recipes and so many different things. You need to have all the oils to pull from and use from time to time or every day, right? And the lifelong, excuse me, the VMG and the E omegas is something you're going to want to order every month. And so when you order every month, you become loyal to doTERRA. And each month you place an order consistently, like month 1, 2, and 3, you're going to get 10% back in loyalty reward points. You guys, that's 10% above and beyond the 25% wholesale membership. And if you continue ordering month 4, 5, and 6, you're going to get 15% back. So it increases in the ladder of discounted benefits all the way up to a year's time at 30% off after a year. That's huge. So that's really like getting 55% back. So if somebody says these oils might be a little expensive, well, I hope I shared with you today that they're not. What are you comparing it to? What, you comparing it to the counter cleaner? Are you comparing it to your other toothpaste? What are you comparing this to? Because we have so many products that you can use to replace the other stuff you're buying, right? And that is something that is really important. Plus, you're getting this 30% back after being a loyal customer for a year. Now, to maintain this, you're going to want to at least order something every month. And to increase up the ladder, you're going to want to order at least 50 PV. PV stands for personal volume or product volume. Product volume is all over the world. doTERRA is in 52 countries. There's all these different currencies, right? So we like to talk doTERRA dollars, which is PV, and that is something that we can compare equally across all countries. Now, if you're going to be doing the business and you want to commit to 100 PV every month, as that is a requirement for you to earn commissions. And so as you're building your team, there will be a point where that's going to be very key to be making sure you order that. I say by the first week, because you don't want to miss out on the free product of the month. And that would be 125 PV volume that you want to order, but you're going to want to do that by the 15th. And that's really important. And sometimes we also have another promotion going on that's 200 PV. So keep an eye on everything so you know what you can take advantage of. Now, here are some other kits you can enroll with. These are really popular kits. This one does come with a pebble diffuser. I was going to add that to this slide and I completely forgot. Sorry about that, you guys. But this here is wholesale price at 13,000 Indian rupees, 105 PV. So this is a 5 ml bottle. These are 85 drops to a bottle, really powerful. Or maybe you might want to be looking at just getting started with a foundational wellness. That is something where if you ordered that, it's 11,900 Indian rupees. And that is something that's really important. I think this is a non-negotiable, seriously. You can also customize your first order. So if you pick and choose different products, and just be mindful what the PV is so that you know if you're getting different benefits that are required for that. So reach out to the person who invited you today and give them everything needed here, your shipping address, your phone, your date of birth, your KYC documents, and let's get you started. Let's get Dad started, right? Let's help him with his health. Nothing says anything bigger than you being concerned about your dad or your husband or yourself's health. Really, it's so important. Now, tomorrow at this time at 7:30 p.m. India Standard Time, I'm going to be talking about the business opportunity. Now, this is something that's incredible. We're going to show you how you can earn an income, what the bonus systems are, different ways to get started and get earning quickly. I would invite you to join me with that, and we're going to have lots of fun. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop my sharing and my recording and see if anybody has any questions.